In the NFL today, guys, Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson has settled all but 4 of the lawsuits filed against him. Attorney Tony Buzbee said in a statement on Tuesday. This is the statement as it follows. Today, I announced that all cases against Deshaun Watson, with the exception of 4, have settled. We're working through the paperwork related to those settlements. Once we have done so, those particular cases will be dismissed. The terms and amounts of the settlements are confidential. We won't comment further on the settlements or those cases. As stated, Ashley Solis is one of the heroes of this story. Her case has not settled, and thus her story and that of the other 3 brave women will continue. I look forward to trying these cases in due course, consistent with other docket obligations and the court's schedule. So let's welcome in ESPN investigative reporter John Barr, as well as Adam Schefter here with us. John, we start with you. From a legal perspective, how do we get to this point?
Well, Ashley Solis, who you just mentioned, Laura, was the very first woman to file a lawsuit against Deshaun Watson in March of last year. She was a massage therapist in the Houston area who alleged that Watson behaved in a sexually inappropriate way during a massage session. 25 women at one point had active civil lawsuits against Deshaun Watson. One of those women withdrew because she didn't want her name revealed. And now we know that 20 of the 24 remaining will settle, Ashley Solis being one that will not settle. So at present, as you've said, there are 4 active civil lawsuits against Deshaun Watson. You'll recall also that 2 Texas grand juries failed to indict Watson, essentially clearing him of any criminal exposure. And of those 4 remaining lawsuits, Buzbee identified Ashley Solis, but he did not identify the other 3 women who are still suing Watson, and he has yet to file the paperwork to remove or dismiss those 20 lawsuits. So it's still not clear to us who the other 3 women are who have active lawsuits against Watson. What we do know is that if any of those cases go to trial, and I would say after today's developments, that's an even bigger if, it will not be until after the NFL season. Watson's attorney, Rusty Hardin, and Tony Buzbee, the attorney for the women who are suing Watson, have worked out an agreement, and they have agreed that there will not be a trial from August of this year until March of 2023. So the earliest there could even be a civil trial, if there is one, wouldn't be until after this NFL season, Laura.
That's an interesting point on the timeline there. Adam, what are the next steps for the NFL, given this most recent information that came out today?
Listen, the NFL has had Lisa Friel investigating this particular situation. The league has spoken to roughly 18 of the women who have accused Deshaun Watson of inappropriate behavior here. And I think the league would like to get the disciplinary process wrapped up here in the coming weeks, certainly by the start of training camp. And so what will happen here is that Lisa Friel will make a recommendation to the disciplinary officer, Sue Robinson. The National Football League Players Association also will make a recommendation, and they'll see whether or not they can agree on some sort of discipline here. If not, Sue Robinson can certainly hand down the discipline, and then either side would have the right to appeal to Commissioner Goodell or who he decided to have as an appeals officer. But clearly, the league wants to have a significant suspension imposed upon Deshaun Watson, and the NFLPA is going to fight that. And we will see here, I would imagine, sooner rather than later, what the league believes is fair punishment for Deshaun Watson for his role here in the events that have unfolded over the last 18 or so months.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.